any person, if they try to purchase any product or getting service from the any particular company, of course the individual person or they try to go for collecting information with the help of reference. If you get to know the product and service information, of course the gatekeeper is playing a very important role. In the online platform, the plenty of company products are available, so easily you can comparison. Options are also plenty. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Natesh, lecturer in Commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. We are in the Unit 5, Section 4, first semester BCom, Consumer Behavior, and today my agenda reference group and reference group in marketing, the types of reference group and the family, the members which is related to the consumer behavior and the consumer behavior in online marketing. Moving forward one by one. So what exactly reference group? When a human beings living in their society, they will be associated with the one or two group. Obviously, we are able to identify human beings will be associated with the different types of group. Okay, the people tend to compare themselves with others and their opinion with those others, because the people are getting a lot of information when they associated with the different types of group. Okay, they will get to know different types of product and different types of service, whatever it is available. Okay, so which is the most the different types of reference groups are influencing for the marketing. Okay, so here, although most of what people hear the anecdote, it is a subsequent influence their decisions regarding the product and service they purchase, because whenever they are trying to they are trying to purchase any product, of course they are trying to go for getting an opinion, suggestion or advice or collecting information with the help of reference group. Okay, now before they start purchasing the product or getting a service, they try to consult with them. Okay, so this observation can be explained through the reference group because too many observation because individual person are unique, right? So that's what the human beings they will be associated with the different types of group, so they will get to know when they are trying to speak formally or informally. Moving forward, reference group in marketing. Why individual company they want to study which is related to the consumer behavior will influence for the reference group? It is very important, right? So that's what the company want to study. Under marketing, they are trying to go for studying the reference group, how it is influencing for the consumer behavior. A reference group refers to any group used by people comparing themselves, because either the majorly we are talking related to the primary and the secondary. When the consumers are meeting regularly or day by day, they are frequently they are meeting or irregularly meeting. Of course, the company they want to study consumer, how they are reacting towards the reference group, how a reference group will be influencing for the individual consumers. So people compare their behavior, attitude, belief and to those reference group, because anytime the consumer or the person is a unique characteristic or personality, behavior, attitude which will influence for the marketing. So definitely the marketing team they want to study the reference. They want to identify themselves with the group or joint itself, because any individual person they will be always associated with the different types of reference group. Of course, the marketing team they want to get more clarity regarding the reference group, how it is influencing. So for example, admiring a public figure can make one change action or behavior align more with those public figure, because most of the product is especially offered for the society. We are able to identify there are different types of consumer. We are able to identify in the society how the reference group will be influencing, how the individual consumers are getting opinion or advice, suggestion from the reference group, because everybody cannot be perfect. Sometimes you are trying to purchase it for the first time, you need to collect all the information, you need to take an advice. Okay, so obviously which is a public concept. Reference group are critical in sociology and marketing since they shape different aspects public life, such as financial decision, because we are financially we classified high level, medium level and low level, okay, based on the consumer's requirement. How the financial aspect is very important, the social factors will be important. So at the time of purchasing the product, how the social reference group is influencing for the individual consumer, okay, at the time of purchasing the product. So business use this information in determining behavior pattern, which enable them to determine the target market, because which is related to company. When they are not try to study the reference group, of course, which is very difficult to offer the best product, okay, how the company are targeting, whom they are focusing, how with the help of reference group the company are focusing a more sales. It is very important. The types of reference group, okay, there are different types of reference group we are able to identify, the majorly primary and secondary reference group. So the classification of reference group can be done different way. One of the criteria used in the classification in the level of influence that they impose on a person. Any person, if they try to purchase any product or getting service from the any particular company, of course the individual person or they try to go for collecting information with the help of reference. If they don't know, the individual person, he don't know anything about the product and service offered by the different company. So based on the reference only we are trying to go classify. The primary reference, either it is a family members or your friend circle, your classmate, your roommate, okay, so everybody influencing for the individual person. Based on the criterion, reference group can be primary and secondary. The primary means what? Frequently, every day we are meeting. The primary means actually frequently we are meeting. And secondary, which is related to the formal, okay, now regularly we are not meeting that individual, the set of group. A reference group is a group whose prospective we consider. Actually the reference group only, majority the influencing factors, the influencing is done with the reference group. Of course, the individual company, they want to study the reference group, how those reference group are influencing for the product or service. Now our reference could be very large and very small, including few of our family members or few close friends. Either when we are regularly, frequently meeting, that is which is related to the primary reference group, and the secondary means we are not meeting regularly. So then also at the time of purchasing the product, they will be influencing. Reference group influence people a lot in their buying decision, because the reference group only, the company, when they are trying to focus, they are trying to study the reference group much better. So of course the company can tackle the marketing. It's very easy. They set the level of lifestyle and purchasing pattern, because the consumers to consumer, we are able to identify unique consumer, because at the time of purchasing, the individual consumer, why they want to get a reference from the reference group. Of course, it is very important. The marketing department, they want to study the reference group. Moving forward, so here the majorly the reference group are four types. One is primary and secondary and aspiration and disassociated. Okay, disassociated group, one by one. So the primary group, I told clearly, when the consumers are individual person, or in every day, the frequently those who are meeting, so they are coming under the primary group. So the primary reference group are basically a set of people whom you meet every day. They can be from your family, your close friend, okay, your roommates, or etc. This kind of people, so you are regularly meeting, you are getting an opinion or suggestion, advice, or any information. Every day you are meeting these people. So these people from primary group may have a direct and strong impact our lives and your buying decisions, since they are very significant to you, because every day, the day by day, those who are meeting every day, so of course it is a more impact on the person at the time of purchasing, because you need to consult with them because you are meeting every day. Primary group make you comfortable and give you feeling that they are with you when you are confused about the purchase, because there are million of products or service are offered to the end consumer, because which product they want to purchase, which service they want to get, they will get confused. So that's what you are trying to meet the primary people, like your family members or your close friends or your roommates. So these people give you very honest and clear advice, as they are so close to you, due to which you could be more confident about the purchase. So after getting a opinion, advice, suggestion from your close relative or close those you are meeting every day, you are getting an advice, then your confidence level will be increasing. Then finally you are trying to take an decisions to go for purchasing the product. Research showed that the bond between the people lead people to effectively social and satisfied consumer, because recent research, when the reference group based on the reference group, the research papers which is advising for the marketing team or a businessman or company, because most of the company, most of the buyer, so they are influenced with the reference group. That's what the company always they want to focus on the reference group. Moving forward, so next one, the secondary type, we are able to identify a secondary group. So the secondary group, actually we are not meeting every day, frequently we are not meeting the respected group, secondary group. So those who are very formals, okay, so the secondary reference group are usually formal and they speak less frequently when you are compared to primary. So secondary people are always speaking very less, you are meeting very irregular. So they might be professional, your colleagues and your senior at work and your acquaintance at a club, because person when they are associated with the different types of group, of course they can be a member of the any charitable trust or any club or sports club, because occasionally you're meeting. So different types of professions we are able to identify, different types of occupations we are able to identify. So they will be associated some other group, okay, as they wish, they can associated with the any group. So they will meet irregularly. In secondary reference group, the power to influence people in quite less, and compared to primary reference group, as the people in this group are not to be comfortable in sharing the thoughts and view on the purchase, because any time when you are taking a decisions for purchasing a product, or either you are going for luxury product or you are going for regular requirement, if you don't have any idea about the product and service offered by the individual company, of course you are trying to depend on the first primary group, which is a very close associated, every day they will be touch with you. So that's what you are trying to express, whatever it is. But in case of secondary, you are not able to get an advice, because we are speaking very less. So let's have a look at a few more reference group, okay, moving forward. So aspirational group, somebody's are motivating because you are following, okay, if there is any brand ambassador, the company are appointed, because you like many people in the either you can like for the sportsman or film actors, okay, anybody, the well familiar highly profile person, okay. So aspiration group is a one to which person may want to become a part of. They currently are not part of that group, but wish to become and get to with that group, because aspiration means somebody is a motivating brand ambassador, you are selected right person, you selected a role model, you chosen one right sportsman. So whatever they are following, you are trying to follow with them. So for doing the same, they try to dress, talk, act, even think the way the members of that group do, because whatever they are trying to follow the same culture, the same tradition, the same dress, wearing dress, okay, how they are acting. So same thing you are following because you have chosen a role model or any brand ambassador you are following. For example, people who like Madhuri Dixit wish to become like her and meet her, and so start purchasing and using all those products that she endorsed, whatever she like, because you like Madhuri Dixit, that's what you are following, the same culture, the same preference what she is following, the buyers, the consumers also following, because they always like for Madhuri Dixit. Moving forward, disassociated group, which is a dead opposite to aspiration or associated group. Okay, so those people are completely negligence, which is just avoiding. Okay, so the people in this group are totally opposite to the people in the aspiration group, because which is a dead opposite. For example, you don't like the set of people what they are doing, so because you are just opposite, right? So here the people deny the becoming and getting connected to particular group, because when you are any human beings, they will be associated with the any one respected reference group, right? So of course, if the set of people what you are, if you are not liking the attitude, behavior, of course you can go for just for avoiding. Okay, so they just hate being related to that group, because they are not mingle with them, because they don't like the group, how they are following, how they are reacting. Okay, so for example, if people don't like a particular community, they would never like being connected to them, because of a particular community, you are not in the part of the community, you are not in the part of any group, because you are finding those who are you are not liking. Okay, so they would try to all possible way to avoid the way in which they dress, think, and act. When you are not liking the set of people, of course whatever they are wearing, however they are behaving, however they are acting, completely you are just avoiding. Okay, so thus the marketers need to understand the like and dislike of the consumer, because the marketers want to completely, they want to study the how the consumer are influencing with the different types of reference group, because the consumers to consumer, their like and their dislike, the marketers want to understand much better, then only they can survival. So also the group to which they belong. Okay, because the completely whatever they in the disassociated group, what they don't like, what they are liking, what they are avoiding, completely, which is studying the reference group. A marketer should recognize the extent to which a reference group influence the consumer, and he should also understand out of all the groups which group influencing him to most, because the marketers will study based on the primary reference or secondary or aspiration. When they get to know the clear idea, this particular consumers all belongs to which respected group, so they want to study. So next one, family, because the family is coming under the primary group. So of course the family members whom you are finding at the time of purchasing, the requirement, even the decisions maker or influencer or end user or gatekeeper, everything which is related to the family members, because we are able to identify the family members are which is coming under the primary reference group at the time of purchasing. So family of a consumer play an important role in the decisions making process, because every either which is depending on the family size, the number of size, or dependent or independent. Okay, those who want to get a benefit from the product, of course the family members will be influencing. Okay, the parents, sibling, relative, all their own view about the particular purchase. So if they try to go for any investment, if they try to purchase any property, so of course family members consent is very important. Following are the role in the family decisions making process. The first one, influencer. Who is the main influencer? Okay, so influencer are one who one who give idea or information about the product and service to the consumer, because the influencer, either the member of family, those who want to get a product, of course the influencer is playing or providing information about the product, whatever it is available. And gatekeeper, gatekeeper are the family members who usually panel the information, because they are trying to collect all the information which is related to the product or service what you are expecting from the company. They can be our parents or sibling too, who can in any form provided the information about the product. If you get to know the product and service information, of course the gatekeeper is playing a very important role. Moving forward, and the decisions maker, finally the decisions will be who is taking care, either I can purchase the product or reject the product. So the family are our parents who usually have the power to take a decision on our behalf, or the decisions maker, because finally the head of the family, they are trying to take a decision, or father or mother or any, okay, so any dependent or independent, which is completely based on the decisions maker. After the complete the research, they may decide to purchase the particular product or dispose it. So either they are trying to select because whenever they try to purchase the product, so they are trying to go for evaluating the product based on the benefits, cost, economical factor. So different dimensions they are trying to measure, they are trying to go for decisions. So next, the buyer. Who is a real buyer? Okay, so the buyer is the one who actually make the purchase of the product, because the decisions maker can be a father, okay, or mother, or individual, okay, or eldest son. Anybody can be a decisions maker. So after finalizing your decision, finally who is purchasing the product? Now end user. Now we are talking related to the family members, because the family members, there are different types of the different members. They are fulfilling their different requirement. So who is the user you need to identify? So the person who finally use the product or consume the service in the ultimate consumer, also called end user as per the content, because the final product will be getting usage or benefited. So that person can be a ultimate end user. Now consumer behavior in online marketing. Online marketing is a right platform for the modern marketing concept. So even the consumers also getting a more benefit, even the company also getting a more benefit. So the consumers lifestyle will be completely, now it is changed. So the consumer behavior is a psychological study of consumer needs and wants, because the consumer behavior factors when we are trying to study, so which is a completely consumer behavior which is depending on the psychology of individual consumers. So understand the consumer buying behavior in online shopping and how consumer arrive at a purchasing decision is all about the consumer behavior in online marketing, because most of the consumers are well familiar, they are trying to get a benefit from the online platform, because which is completely customized requirement. They can save their time, they can search, they have a plenty of a product, they can choose whatever they require as per their needs and wants. Okay, some factors that impact the consumer behavior in online mainly include recommendation about the product in terms of rating and review, because everybody, all the consumers are using the online platform, so they will get to know, because the consumer nowadays we are able to identify the consumers are educated with the time of purchasing the product. So based on the some criteria like rating and review, whatever the customer or already purchased consumers are, what they are posted, how they recommended. So as a new consumer at the time of purchasing for the first time, so they try to study the review and rating. Based on the rating and review, now they are trying to take for right decisions. Comparison analysis with various brand and quality assurance warranty among with the brand, product, service is what motive them to choose a brand over another. Because in the online platform, we are able to identify plenty of product, either which is a homogeneous product or a heterogeneous product, because we will get to know, we will analyze based on the brand, based on the product, based on the quality, based on the description. We will try to get to know more about the product and service. Now, why do we consumers buy a particular brand in online? Because the brand, whatever the new product are arrival for the first time, because the consumers are get to know with the help of online platform. So brand provide peace of mind, because the consumers within a fraction of second they can search with the help of search engine. Okay, so the related product will be recommended to the individual consumer. So obviously the consumer, they try to go for, either they can go for purchasing the product or rejecting the product. So consumer want to comfort, happiness and satisfaction in the lives, and they get in the part through the product they buy, because whatever they are trying to purchase peacefully, happiness, so they are expecting, individual consumers are always expecting, so right platform, that's what, which is an online platform. So if the brand they use consistently delivery and positive experience, the consumer form an opinion that the brand is trustworthy, which give them peace of mind when buying. Because a lot of product which is a branded product, even the fake product are available. Of course, the consumer after purchasing the product, when they are trying to express their opinion about the product, or writing a review or giving a rating, the consumer are more confident, right? That's what. Moving forward, so reason that they influence the consumer behavior in online. Okay, the first one, because every consumers are using the platform, online platform, because they know free shipping. From the retail point of view, providing a free shipping can also encourage shoppers to buy more and balance out them delivery cost, because most of the company are giving a free delivery cost. Even the consumers are more attracted, even very fastly they can expect delivery. The cost of the product also compared to a physical retail outlet, which is quite less only. So lower cost when you are compared to retail outlet or physical retail outlet, the cost of the price online, it's much better. So the price is one of the strongest factor influencing a consumer decision to purchase. So the price is most of the consumers are price sensitive. When they are trying to purchase the product, they will always bothering about the price. So in the online platform, they try to purchase low price product. So when the shopping online, 70% of the consumer are shopping less expensive product, because the consumers are getting a lot of opportunity, even a lot of brand, plenty of brand they are trying to find in the online platform. And it is a convenience, because the consumers sitting in their home only, they can place whatever they want as per their real requirement. So the consumer favor shopping online on the easy alone. In few minutes, you can order a product and confirm payment and see its shipping status from the comfort your home in the pan of hand. Because you are sitting in the home only, you can place your order, whatever the product. If you don't want the product, after getting the product, you have the company are provided a return facility also they specified. Now payment, once your payment is done, if you're trying to search any product, so you're not able to take the right now, your decisions is not there, so of course which is going for the waiting list, so a wish list which will be there. So in the future you can go for one more time reference. Okay, moving forward, price comparison in the online platform, easily you can compare. You no need to go for travel, you no need to travel for anywhere else. The same online platform only, for example Amazon, Flipkart, eBay, whatever the online platform, Myntra. Okay, so you can compare with the different brand using a price. Okay, you can compare the price, the quality and brand, everything, whatever the description is clearly specified. classified. Nearly 3 out of 4 consumers are becoming more conscious of where they spend their money, offline or online, because most of the consumers are they try to go from updating online purchasing offline compared to online. Now it is on every consumers are they are try to go for online shopping. So they can create wish list by accessing the competition and easy navigate from the one product page to another to find the best price in the few click, because within a fraction of second only whatever the brand you are searching which is going for the wish list. Okay, so after going, if you're not taking a right now, you're not taking a decision in the future, if you try to go for easily you can go for navigate. Okay, whatever you selected the product like wish list, and the more product options are available in the online platform, the plenty of company products are available, so easily you can comparison, options are also plenty. The consumers want to easily compare product by price, review and features, and have become a more discounts in the product selection process. You can select based on the review, rate, based on the price, based on the after sales service. The consumer are choosing a right product from the online platform. So for almost all product category, consumers prefers to shop online on greater variety. Even the individual consumers also getting a online platform, even the wholesaler also getting an online platform, a retailer also getting online platform. Almost all the products are nowadays it is available in the online shopping. Okay, so moving sixth one, discount, because in the consumers when they are trying to go for searching the product, okay, either the discount the company or individual companies like Amazon, Flipkart, they try to send a email, okay, if there is any special discount is provided for this specific product. With online shopping, it's easy to consumer to search for deal, join reward program and get promotion send right to their inbox, because the company or the directly online platform they are sending a email, okay, regarding the sales promotion, even the discount, even the best price, okay, even the coupon, okay, so just for reward. Shopper have also turned to tech forward solution for more saving. Okay, so because the shopper those who are doing, so of course they want to attract more and more consumer using an online platform. 40% of consumer also use dealing, finding a browsing extension and plugging like Ani and price cut and Amazon assisted. At the time of searching a product, you don't have any idea about the product, how it is operating, using animation, which is an assistance provided by the shoppers for the consumer benefit. And search for certain brand, because the consumer are depending on too many product. Either they are keen interested to go for electronic gadgets, either they are try to go for ornaments or any dress. Okay, they can search for certain brand. The consumer would describe themselves as a brand loyal, because most of the consumer they are try to go for selecting a best brand. Okay, most of the consumer they are not giving any priority for the brand, so the brand loyalty we are able to identify here. So what they top reason that the consumer buy from the specific brand, because the brand is which is a esteem basis or reputation or image, so the consumer can realize or analyze. Try for the first time consistent low price than the competitors and superior quality over a competitor, allow closely to the good customer survey, because most of the consumers are expecting after sales survey. If most of the consumers are getting a benefit from the competitors product, what extraordinary benefits we are expecting from the competitors, so they will get to know using an online platform. So next one, fast shipping. Nowadays most of the company are providing a fast shipping within a fraction. For that reason the company are they are trying to go for charging Okay, so here the consumer want their product delivery as soon as possible. So may online shoppers are willing to pay extra money for faster shipping. If you are waiting for normal days, no problem, you don't want to pay for the shipping immediately, the product is not required, means you have to wait for the working day. But if you are expecting immediately, but you need to pay the extra. The consumers say when they need to get a product fast, they look for it because they have a complete access, which is completely the consumer wish. Either they are expecting a normal day or very fast delivery. And safety. Avoiding public store, safety, because you need to travel. Public store means you need to travel, you have to bear the transportation cost. Okay, however you are going, you need to take care yourself. So using a online flat, you will be always safety. So the consumer are shopping online to minimize the potential exposure to harmful virus like COVID-19. At the time of COVID-19, because there is a lot of demand, most of the individual consumers are there, try to purchase whatever they need every day. Okay, so either which is related to Big Basket or Amazon or Apple or any electronic gadgets. Okay, so the daily requirement, so whatever the required things, they are placing an order because just for avoiding a virus attack. So avoiding a physical store, from a survey it is observed that the 60% of consumers say they are shopping of Amazon more frequently than they did before the pandemic too, because before the pandemic also most of the consumers are shopping with the help of Amazon, any other platform. After COVID-19, then also there is a lot of demand because they want to go for safety. That's why their online demand is increased here. See review, social proof, heavy as way consumer decisions making too, because you can see the review about the product or service, whatever the offering online platform. So with the help of review only, we are trying to take a best decisions to go for purchasing or rejecting. If it is the star rating is 3.5, so most of the consumers are always giving a priority for, if the product review rate is 3.5, then the consumers are there, try to go for purchasing the product. If the star rate is less than 3.5, most of the consumers are not purchasing because they know what consumers are express their opinions. Most of the shoppers are influenced by the product with the best rating and review, because most of the consumers, we are able to identify educated consumer. Everybody are there try to get using a different criteria, whatever which is set for the online platform at the time of decisions making. So and where few and influenced by the review, that certain photo and video, because most of the product physical visibility we will get to know when the companies are or competitors are uploaded any specific image or video towards the product or service, how it is operating. Okay, the consumer want to get more about the usage, okay, and precautionary. So with the help of photo and video, we will get to know. Keep on watch for next section. Thank you.